One of Ohio's great pioneers in women's athletics is Donna Newberry. Donna coached the Muskingum College women's basketball team for 26 seasons, starting in the 74-75 campaign and ending in 99-2000. Her teams won 403 games and lost 219. That's a .647 winning percentage. At the end of her career, she was the fifth winningest among active Division III coaches. She also coached softball, field hockey, and volleyball. Her softball teams made 18 appearances in NCAA postseason play, and her 2001 team won the Division III national championship. 8 of her Muskingum basketball teams won 20 games or more, and she took 6 of those teams to the NCAA Division Tournament. In 1991, when the Lady Muskies advanced to the championship game against St. Thomas of Minnesota, she was named NCAA Division III Coach of the Year by the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. She was named Ohio Coach of the Year in 1984 and the OAC Coach of the Year 14 times. She became the only coach in NCAA history to be named National Coach of the Year in 2 different sports. Donna was the first woman to serve as president of the Ohio Athletic Conference. She served an 8-year term on the National Basketball Committee and was chairperson of the Atlantic region. She also assisted with the coaching of the 1988 Olympic basketball team in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Colorado Springs, Colorado. Donna died in 2010 at the age of 58. Her brother, David Newberry, is here tonight on her behalf. David?
I knew I wasn't going to be able to speak without turning this down. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to reach it after Larry Nance was up here. One ship goes east, one ship goes west, and all with the self-same wind. But it's not the gale, it's the set of the sail that determines the way the ship goes. Now, my sister, Donna Newberry, was born a West Virginia mountaineer. But the Buckeye State in athletics had a great influence upon how that sail was set that determined the way her life would go. In 1974, equipped with a master's degree from Ohio University, she accepted a position on the faculty at Muskingum University, where she taught and coached for 36 years. I'm not sure it was mentioned, but she also was the only NCAA coach to win 400 games in 2 sports, 403 in basketball, 907 in softball. My sister was a great competitor, a great athlete, a great coach. Those activities were incorporated in what was, however, the real focus of her life, and that was God, living a Christian life and making a difference in the lives of the students she worked with. The summer before she passed in 2010, my sister spent her time writing a book. It was her journey from the pit to the pinnacle, as she called it, while being a coach. Now, the pit was what the Muskingum community called the basement gym in John Glenn Gymnasium. It's where the women athletes trained at the time Donna began there. The pinnacle has been described in the brochure and by Mr. Reinhardt. But I really like the title of the book itself, You Must Play to Win. It not only was her philosophy in coaching, it also was her philosophy in life. In 2008, my sister and I led a group of 14 student coaches from Muskingum University on a study abroad trip. We took them to Guyana, South America, to conduct sports clinics of volleyball, soccer, and of course, basketball. We took them 65 miles into the jungle. They worked in a little village called Kukwani. We had 200 or more young people each day. Now, the word Kukwani is an Amerindian word, and it simply means confusion. And the students felt right at home. In fact, that describes them for the first few days they were there. But what a beautiful thing it was to see them gain confidence and how things came together as they made that time a wonderful success. I don't know how many times students came to Donna saying, we don't know what to do, we got this problem, this situation, whatever. And she would answer them. If there's nothing you can do about it, then don't worry about it. If there's something you can do about it, then do it. Now, what do we need to do? That's also how she faced the cancer that took her. She fought it, she struggled with it as long as she could, and when it became apparent she couldn't get better, then that was okay too. I wish my sister could be here to accept this award instead of me, but thank you for the invitation. Thank you to the selection committee for selecting Donna, for inducting her into this Hall of Fame. Congratulations to the other members of this class. I know Donna would want me to tell you this in leaving: play to win. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for making the trip from Parkersburg, West Virginia.